Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a August reading wrap up, and I read a few books and I'm excited to talk about them all today. So yes, so the first book that I read this month was The Devil All the Time by Donald Ray Pollock. And if you remember this title, um, it is a Netflix movie. I don't know if it's like a Netflix movie or if it's a movie that was put on Netflix. I don't know for sure, but I think it is a Netflix movie. But it was really good, and I wanted to read the book because every single time I, read, watch a movie, I didn't know was a book before. I'm just like, oh, um, I didn't know that was a book, but the book was alright. I thought the movie was a little bit better. Um, it is like very just disturbing, and just like all the characters have like something about them just like are just disturbing, and like the setting is just, yeah, it's just, yeah. Anyway, so I gave that 3 stars. And yeah, that's all I can really say about that book, to be honest. The next one I read was Paris the Memoir by Paris Hilton, and I gave that 5 stars because I just I just really loved the way that she wrote her memoir so much. And I just felt for her. Oops. I just felt for her because all the things that she's gone through in her life and how she's been able to turn it around over and over again, and yeah, and build herself back up. And I really just appreciate that about her, and it makes me admire her a lot more. And yeah, because I think she's just a really cool person before, but now reading it, I think she's even cooler. So, and all the work that she's done to help people, and and to and help people not go through the things that she went through when she was a kid. So yeah, I just really enjoyed that. The next one I read was Siddhartha by Herman Hesse. I think that's how you say their name, but yeah, I gave that 5 stars, and let me just tell you, that was literally such an eye-opening, very, it was such a mind-opening, very just lovely book, and it made me think about things and that I haven't thought of before. And it was just an amazing book, and I was like I couldn't stop thinking. I still can't. Like, I can't stop thinking about this book. This book is so good. I recommend you read it. I felt like I read this book at a time where I needed to, and I felt like I read this book when I needed to, and that's exactly how good it was. It deserves more than 5 stars, but that's what you can give on Goodreads. So yeah, so it was so good, and it made me want to, because I meditate sometimes, but it just made me want to meditate. Like, it just it made me want to meditate. And I actually had I actually meditated the next day because I was at work when I was reading this. So I was like, okay, tomorrow I'm going to meditate, and that's what I'm gonna do. And it was actually my goal, either last year or this year, I don't remember, to meditate more. I think it was this year, to meditate more. And I feel like I haven't really done that this year because I've been so busy. But yeah, like just having that experience. And I feel like once you have I feel like once you have, like, I felt like I had an experience with this book. Like it was just such a good experience with this book. I was really enjoying this book, and this was actually the first book in our book club. So if you guys want to join that, it's on Fable. It's called Sincerely Paris's Book Club, and it's on my YouTube community page if you guys want to join. It has the name and everything, and you can join on Fable. It's an app that you can download. It's completely free. So yeah. Okay, the next book I read was The Last Wish by on I don't know. I have no idea how you say that name. On Andrzej Sapkowski, and it's one of the books in the Witcher series, because I'm reading the Witcher series so I can watch the show. And I have the next book. I forget what it's called, but I have to read. We'll get to that later, but yeah, I gave that 4 stars. It was so good. Like I really enjoyed reading it. I don't know. I thought that the fantasy was like really just enjoyable, and yeah, I was like, why haven't I read like high fantasy before? Like it was just so good. Okay, so the next book I read was If Love Had a Price by Anna Huang, and I gave that 3 stars. I really just wanted to finish the series, to be honest, but yeah, so this one was, which one was this about? I think this was about Chris and who? Nate. Yeah. And yeah, it was just a really just, it's a romance. It's just a romance. And then I read If We Were Perfect, and I also gave that 3 stars, sorry. I also gave that 3 stars. I'm not gonna really talk about it, because yeah, I read the Holy Bible, the King James Version, and I read that because I wanted to read, I just wanted to read it, because, you know, that's my brother's favorite book, so that's what he told me. So I read it, and it was, if you're curious, it's the New Testament, not the Old one. It's just the New Testament, by the way. Then I read Mythology. Ooh, sorry, I dropped my iPad. I read the Mythology by Edith Hamilton, and I gave that 4 stars. And I just really enjoyed just hearing about all the stories and all the myths and stuff. Like it was really enjoyable. Some of it was just kind of just boring, but some of it was interesting, and I really just enjoyed that aspect of that. And there was one that I really liked, and I wanted to hear more about it, but the story is so short. It's the one about Psyche and Eros, and I wanted to hear more, but there really isn't. The story was so short. And then also another one that was so interesting was the story of Medea, and that one is very interesting. It's a very interesting story. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. I would recommend reading that one. There's so many different like books about mythology, but this one I really just enjoyed, so I recommend reading this one. I haven't read a lot of mythology like texts, but yeah, it covers everything. I don't know if about everything, but it just covers everything. But yeah. Then I read Breaking Dawn by Stephenie Meyer, of course, and I give that book 5 stars, of course. And it says right here that I read this book 3 times. um, yeah, I know. I've read that book so many times because it's my favorite book in the Twilight series. And yeah, there's just something about that book in particular that I just really just enjoy. And yeah. And then I read The Blood of Elves by Andrzej Sapkowski. I'm just gonna call him Andre. I don't know how you say that. But yeah. And I give that 4 stars again. I did not like this as much. Yeah, I did not like this as much. I don't know why I didn't like it that much, but I just didn't like it that much. And I'm sorry, I can't really remember what happened, but I know I enjoyed it, but there was just something about it that was just not as fun as the other ones were before. So yeah, and then I read The Sword of Destiny and I gave that 5 stars. I really enjoyed that one. Couldn't tell you what happened in it, but I really enjoyed it. And yeah, same book in the Witcher series, same series in the Witcher series. Then I read the last book that I read was You with a View by Jessica Joyce, and I give that 4 stars. And I really liked this romance because I don't know, like there was just something about it. It reminded me of I think the movie was called Letters from Juliet or something like that. It kind of reminded, if I'm remembering the movie correctly, it just reminded me of that movie a little bit. And because they're going off of letters that went back, that, her grandma, I forgot what her name is, I'm gonna look. What's her name? Noelle. Yeah, Noelle's grandmother sent letters to this mystery guy and that she's never heard of before, and she goes on social media to look for him. And yeah, and just it really just helps her um you know grieve, and it helps her, stay close to her grandmother. And yeah, and also there's a romance into it, and it's someone who what's his name? His name Paul? No, that's not his name. I don't remember. Theo. Yeah, it's Theo. His name is Theo. But yeah, like it's a romance between them, and they're like kind of enemies, but they're not really, like because yeah, it's a one-sided enemy type thing. I would say they're kind of like rivals a little bit, because they're just, but they were like rivals in school. But yeah, and she doesn't really like him, but yeah, but they kind of, get along with each other as like they get to know each other more and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's all I read for this month. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give this video a like, and please subscribe to my channel, and make sure to hit the bell so you can see more videos like this. Bye.